everybody, my name is Elijah Muse and I want to welcome you back to Gifted Hands Music, where we are dedicated to learning the language of music and loving every step of the process. So today I'm going to be breaking down CORY Henry and Bill Laurance's take on Autumn Leaves, a very popular jazz standard. If you are looking to get into jazz, you want to start learning some standards, want to start learning some jazz songs, but don't know where to start exactly, I think this is an amazing tune for those who just want to break into that genre of music. It's not too complex and it's very common as well. So if you go to a jam session or if you go to a jazz bar and you want to play, this is an amazing song you can jump up and play, and that pretty much every single musician, every jazz musician will know. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be breaking down the solos that they do, or a short section of their solos from one of their videos, and let's get right into it. This solo is taken from a very popular jazz standard called Autumn Leaves. So what I'm gonna do actually is break down the chords and the progression first, and then we'll jump into the solo section, okay? So the song is in B flat major. Here's our scale: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're in B flat major. So this song has a form of AABA. And so for those that aren't familiar with jazz, A and B are just designations of what section of the song, right? So instead of saying verse and chorus, in jazz we relate, or we refer to the A section or the B section or the C section, just meaning different sections of the song, okay? And so this song has two main sections, an A section and a B section. So you play the A section or the first section twice. You play the B section once, and that is the form of the song, what we call it. So the general order that you play the song in, whether you're playing the head, or which is also known as the melody line, or whether you're soloing, improvising, okay? So the A section is fairly simple. I'll play through the chord progression for you as well as put it on the screen. So here's the A section. All right, so that is the A section, and then I'm also gonna play the B section for you one time by itself. Okay, so let's break that down. Now the A section is, like I said, it's repeated a couple times. It's A, A, B, then A. So it's repeated twice at the beginning. So all it is it starts off with a C minor 7, okay? So I'm gonna play this without the melody line, because when I just played through it, I was playing the melody line and the chords. But what you wanna do is focus on one or the other. So get the melody line first or get the chord progression first, whichever one you choose. I think I tend to work on the melody first and then jump to the chord progression, just because it's easier to remember the chords when I understand how the melody line works with it, okay? So actually what I'm gonna do is I'll play the melody line for you first. We'll get that, and then we'll move on to the chords. All right, so here's the melody line. The melody line. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so now everybody plays the melody line a little bit different, but essentially that is the base of it. So what we have along with the melody line is going to be these chords, okay? So C minor 7 is the first chord, right? And then that goes to G, or to our 5 chord, which is F7. And then you resolve to the 1. To the 4 chord, right? And then 7, which is A minor 7 flat 5, our 7 chord. To the 3 chord. All right, so that's all the A section. So this song is actually really simple. If you know your circle of fifths progression, it's kind of just moving around the circle of fifths in the key of B flat, right? So all we have is 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. Okay? So that's the whole A section. One more time. 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. All right. And so with that, this is why I say this is such a good song to start on. Like if you're a gospel musician and you want to start playing jazz, this is a great song because this chord progression is so applicable to other genres besides jazz. Like this 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, like the circle of fifths movement is so common in gospel as well. And this is a great song, like I said, to practice to give you new voicings, new chord voicings to use, to practice rootless chord voicings, to practice left hand chord voicings. There's so many things that playing the jazz genre as a whole and playing this song can teach you and relate to other genres, gospel, R&B, pop, funk, all of those things, right? So definitely this is a great song for you to jump into and learn. But now we have the A section that's played twice. So then we'll move to the B section, okay? And so the B section is this. It's 7. We have a 7 chord, so that's we're in B flat major. So our 7 chord is 1. 7 is an A chord, and if we're talking diatonically, it is A half diminished. A minor 7 flat 5, meaning that all the notes in this chord fit the key of B flat. That's what I mean when I say diatonic, is that A, C, E flat, and G are all in the key of B flat. So it's diatonic to B flat. So that's the first chord of the B section. The 7 chord. And then we have a 3 chord that's dominant. So a dominant 3. All right. And then we have a 6 chord. So 7, 3, 6. All right. And then to the 2, a C minor chord. And then we have a F7 chord to the 1. To our 4 chord. Okay. And then 7, 3, 6 again. Our A minor 7 flat 5. So this is 7, 3 to the 6. And then they do a little turnaround in the song, which is 6, 2, 5, 1. But you don't have to worry about that. And then it goes to 4, which is dominant, to the 3, which is dominant, to the 6, okay? So one more time to talk through it quickly. 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, which is dominant, 3 to the 6. And then we're back in the A section. Okay, so that is the whole song. We have our A section and our B section. And so what you really want to practice, if you've never played this song before, if you're new to the jazz genre, just practice the chords first, or practice the chords individually, then practice the melody line by itself. And then once you get that, you want to put them together and start practicing chord voicings that will allow you to play the melody line while playing the chords, right? So if I'm playing solo piano, that means I don't have a saxophone player, no bass, no drums or anything to kind of back me up or to handle other parts. I have to do everything, right? So what I'm going to do is, so I have to put the melody line on top. Okay, so practice that. So you have that, and then after we accomplish all of this, after we know the melody line, after we know the chords, we can put them together and play it all together in a succinct way. We can play that smoothly and to time. So you want to make sure you practice this with a metronome. Make sure you're able to play it on time and in beat and with a swing feel, which is something else we'll talk about later on. Then you can get to the soloing, right? Which is what we looked at the very beginning of the video, CORY Henry and Bill Laurance's solo. I'm not gonna break it down. I'm not gonna analyze the solo today. What I'll do is I'll do a part 2 to this video. So if you want the part 2, just comment down below and let me know. Say, yes, we want part 2. We want you to analyze the solo. We want you to break it down and explain to us what exactly is going on. If I get enough requests, I will break down the solo. I'll break down the concepts, the scales that they're using, and the chords that they're playing each part over. I'll go into more depth and more detail on that in the future. But for today, like I said, I just wanted to break this song down for you all. Like I said, it's an amazing song for folks who are new to the jazz genre and really want to get their feet wet. They want to dip their toes in the water and figure out like how they can get started, because I know a lot of it can be confusing. A lot of it can sound very complex. So I hope I simplified it for you today and made it a little bit easier for you to understand. Okay, as always, there's a sheet music attached to this lesson, and there's also a MIDI file attached to the playthrough at the beginning that is available for my members to the Gifted Hands Academy. If you're not a member, please sign up now. The link is in the description. All you have to do is register. It's a monthly membership. And like I said, with all of these lessons, you get learning material, resources, the MIDI files, the chord charts to go along with these lessons. And you will also get exclusive lessons and live teachings every single month. So please sign up. You don't want to miss it. There's a lot going on in the community. And you get me as well as a personal mentor and personal coach. You have a direct line of communication with me, so we can have conversations, we can talk, and I can know what you're struggling with and try to help you through those issues and help you improve and reach your musical goals. Okay, so if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe as well to the channel. I would appreciate that greatly. We have videos coming to you every single week, so I don't want you to miss anything. Hit the bell notification so that you are notified every time a new video drops. Until next time, though, I will see you all. I love you. Keep growing, keep practicing, keep learning, and have a blessed day.